robots.
I noticed that you were on Murder, She Wrote twice, but played two different characters.
Yes, I did.
That's awesome.
What was the Piranha
What was
Woman?
that like?
How did they get away with
Planet
that?
Piranha movie.
Love that experience.
I didn't even know you'd been in movies, but one day we were shooting
Yeah.
a Mr. Show scene over at this theater, you know, at the end of Sunset. And I was upstairs, and we were shooting scenes all around it. And there was a poster for Pizza Man.
Pizza Man.
And I was like, Bill Maher and Pizza Man?
Yeah, that's
what?
got some funny stuff in it.
But then you've been in quite a few movies. You've been in like 15 movies.
Bill, I didn't know you were
in the 80s, I made my living mostly as an actor. It's true. I moved out here in '83. I got into
So
DC.
you're just an actor on TV telling us your political views.
Hey, guess what?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, beer salesman.
Hey, no.
Your Clydesdale is double parked.
Some people on Discord. Gonna talk to some people on Discord. Discord. Gonna talk to some people, maybe try to find Chippy a mate. Chippy a mate. Maybe someone at her college will date her.
Oh boy, I don't even know if this is gonna work. Oh boy. Oh boy. Guys, welcome to the program.
Hi. 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 Hi.
Welcome to the program. Welcome to the program, everybody. We're going to talk about a lot of interesting things today. Blah, 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 blah. Okay? All right?
Hi. Hi.
Okay. It's going to be a very obnoxious show because I don't really have anything planned today. And today is one of those days where I was like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. I don't want to stream. Not for any reason. Not because I don't like it or because I hate it, but just because that's how it is. Just like, I don't want to do this. Don't want to do it. But I did come up with some topics. But first, you know what we have to do first? You know what we got to do first? Sam Cedars, are you there?
I'm here.
Sammy.
Hello.
Sammy. Woo! Sammy. Sammy.
Not Sam. Oh.
Sammy.
Emmy. No, Emmy.
Emmy, what up?
Hey.
Hey, I got a quick question. I got a quick question
yeah.
for you, and this is part of how we run this show.
About my name? What?
No, it's not about your name. This is the stream working?
Sir, I can't answer that because my Wi-Fi is shitty at my house, so I don't have this show playing.
Ooh, you're about to get a hard flush. You're begging to get flushed right now. Anybody in the chat?
Serious?
Hello chat. Is the stream working? Is the stream working? No, I won't give you the flush.
No.
Emmy, what's going on with you? Can you tell us what's up and what's your problem?
I have many problems. No, I'm just kidding. I wanted to get on early today because I'm super like low energy today. I live in San Jose where we had that crazy shooting. So
Ooh.
that was that was.
Can you tell us anything about that? What's going on with that? I just kind of just found out about it.
Well, so I only know what's on the news, but apparently it happened at at the light rail yard, like where all the light rails like go to sleep at night.
Right.
Anyways, they were having a union meeting, and somebody like a disgruntled employee came up and just started firing shots. But he killed hella people. Killed hella people, and then he killed 8 people, and then turned the gun on himself.
No.
And apparently he set his house on fire before he went on his shooting spree.
Make
so
pee-pee.
yeah, it's unfortunate. So it was all like city employees that unfortunately, yeah. But I mean, at least it wasn't in a more like we had the Gilroy Garlic Festival shooting a few years ago, and that was like super, super, super like in a densely populated area.
Oh
so,
boy.
I mean, yeah, it's just it's. I was talking to Chippy about it on the Discord. Like, there's a lot of income inequality here in the Bay Area.
That's what. Yeah, that's sort of where. Because I was listening to a thing about San Francisco too. It's actually, I think it was the Citations Needed podcast, which I would recommend to anybody. Very good podcast, Citations Needed. It's one of the few where I really come away like feeling like I learned something. But they were talking about the kind of really wild inequality going on in San Francisco, where it's like it's very bad.
The whole like Silicon Valley like Bay Area, all of it.
Exactly.
It's ridiculous.
Yes, exactly.
So, other than that, I don't know. I'm coming up on like finishing school, and I have an internship to do now, so I'm like super busy. I don't really have time to call.
Think you're cool. Think you're too cool for the show now, huh?
I pretty much am. So
very
just giving you.
Very hurtful. Very hurtful.
Not at all. Not at all. I would, dude. If anything, I'm here to like I have even more fun on just hanging out on the Discord talking to people, to be honest. Like the last couple times I tried to get on and didn't get on, like I was like, dude, I had ridiculous amounts of fun on the Discord. Can I just say something about your Discord community though? Like I just want to say, and this is gonna sound really corny and I'm totally like showing my age, but like
let's hear it.
Your people, the people in the Discord are so wholesome, like such a wholesome community.
I definitely don't deserve them. I don't deserve that Discord crew because like I'm like I'm an old crab apple, just annoyed at everything. They are all fresh, nice, optimistic people.
I tagged you or I whatever on Twitter about the wholesome masculinity thing. Like you're a content creator that you know
was
what
that
I mean?
you? Was that you?
Yeah, that was me, and I meant it. So I'm like, of course you deserve these people. I think you deserve.
That's so nice.
People. But the reason why I say this is because like sometimes I'll just be like lurking in the chat rooms or whatever, and like people are like, hey, like, does anybody play this in this game? I need friends, and people will be like, yeah, here, I'll play with you.
Oh my
or like
God.
they'll be like, hey, you were supposed to like get online and start playing with me at 3:30, and the other guy will be like, oh, I'm sorry, like I just got home from school, like give me 10 minutes, I'm gonna eat. You know what I mean? Like I come from the generation where it's like you had to like beg your older siblings or your older cousins to let you get a turn at Nintendo. And they would right? And like
I'm so glad you brought that up. There was so much kind of competition and like scheming and scamming when it came to like video game consoles. Too. Do you remember? I don't know if I think we're around the same age, but there was a thing where like there would always be a kid who wanted to come over to some other kid's house to play video games, and then a kid would like hide the controllers. Did you ever have that?
I probably was that kid.
That happened all the time, like in my neighborhood growing up. It would be like,
it was so shitty. Like the older kids were so shitty to us about, there was no camaraderie in playing games, and it was like, yeah. So like when I see this type of stuff going on in the Discord, I'm just like, oh, that's so wholesome. I love it. It warms my crotchety old heart.
Shout out to everybody go join the Discord. It's like bunch of people being nice. And you know what? Here's the thing. The rest of Discord, I've been on other Discord before.
It's crazy.
It is an absolute sewer of just like, it's
Shit
just
show.
like where school shooters go to talk to each other. That's what the rest of Discord is. It's just
pretty much
absolute swamp things, mutants and creeps who just like they're like, hey, I can't say the N-word at my job. I'll go on Discord. That's like what Discord is otherwise.
Yeah. Oh, they won't censor us on Discord.
I could let my inner demons out on Discord. Yeah, that's what it is. And it's always like, it's very like, it's all just sort of somebody who just watched a PragerU video and that's like their entire view of the world too.
God.
I get that view too. But anyway,
Oh my
Emmy,
God.
go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, speaking of PragerU, like your last video on Adam Carolla, oh my God. The Ace Man.
I've been somebody in the chat says Super Nintendo Chalmers. And yes, that's probably
Yes!
that's probably one of the best Simpsons lines of all time.
Oh, for sure.
There's that one, and then there's a very old one actually. It's when George Bush moves in next to the Simpsons.
Oh, Two Bad Neighbors. Two Bad
Neighbors. You remember? And it has one of the best lines where Homer's like sitting in a hammock, and this dog runs by barking at George Bush, and Homer goes. He says in his head, he goes, looks like he's barking up the wrong bush. There it is, Homer. The most clever thing you've ever said, and no one was around to hear it. I don't know why.
No, they weren't. I don't even remember that part.
It's the best.
Hey, one more
Look
thing,
it up,
One more
please.
thing I gotta tell you. I'm super, super excited. Guess why?
Why?
I get to go see Tom Segura
Oh, you
live and in person.
Hey, wait a second. Emmy, you don't talk about other web shows on this show. How dare you?
He's not a web show. Excuse me, he's not a web show. He's a stand-up comedian.
Are you seeing Tom Segura or MAGA Tom Segura, the guy on Tim
real
Pool's
Tom
podcast?
Segura.
Okay.
The real Tom Segura. How dare you?
But
sir?
we've agreed,
How
right,
dare you?
that guy who's always on Tim Pool's
Oh,
podcast,
yeah.
he looks like him.
I'm a little upset at you denigrating Tom Segura like that, but I have to admit it's true.
All right.
have to admit it's true.
Emmy, I'm gonna have to flush you unless you got anything else to say.
I'll try. No, that's pretty much it. But thank you for taking my call. I will try to call back someday soon. Okay.
Love you, Emmy. Talk to you soon.
Love you. Love the Discord. Bye.
Bye. I couldn't figure out how to on Discord drag her back into the normal room, so I just put her back into the quote unquote green room. Guys, we got a lot to talk about. Actually, I put 3 topics up today because we're going to do topics. This is something I've learned about doing a live show is I was like, I'm not going to do some old school radio crap where I do topics. But yeah, that actually helps to do topics because otherwise it's just like I run out of things to say and then it's just me staring at the tech problems. So the topics tonight are UFOs, what's up with that? To quote that stupid Saturday Night Live sketch. UFOs, what's up with that? Most irresistible song hook. And for that, we're not talking about my favorite song hook. We're talking about what's one that you avoid because you know it's going to get stuck in your head. Or one that you're just like, they developed this in a laboratory because it's just too perfect. And then what's the best advice you ever got? That's a straightforward one. But don't make a joke out of it, guys. Let's hear some real advice that might help people. Don't come on and say, oh, the best advice I ever got is Charlie Kirk toilets. Just do a real one, okay? Anyway. One of our favorite guests, right?
What?
Hello?
P.N.
What is up?
What up, P? How are you, dude?
I'm good. Can I talk to Greg about UFOs?
Hey, what's up, bro? It's me, Gregster. Oh no!
Yo, Greg.
I'm stuck in a strange loop! Hey, dude.
Oh no.
Pian, what's up? Sorry, dude. I got caught in the afterlife there really quick. What's up, bro?
Yo, isn't it crazy that unidentified flying objects exist?
Dude, it's trippy, right?
Like, stuff that we don't know in the air exists.
It's
And
like,
hasn't been, fully identified yet. It's insane.
it's yet another example of how Joe Rogan's was right. You know, he's been focusing on this, bringing a lot of awareness to this for years. And, you know, again, he's proven right.
All right.
It's a bird, it's a plane, or it's aliens, am I right?
I got a feeling that it's China. You know, China is spying on us, and we got to start a war with them, basically.
Yeah.
Greg, come on, dude. Don't get in
Okay,
with that weird
Greg.
pro-war stuff.
Dude, it's true, man. You know, I was watching. I was
Greg?
watching. I I was watching Rush Hour the other day.
Okay, that's his only reference of China is that
Oh,
he saw
speaking of
Rush Hour.
that's weird that you brought that up because I've been thinking I've been trying to think of movies that I want to reverse and from digital put onto VHS tapes
Oh,
for
very
me.
good. Yeah, Rush
So
Hour
in
is a
Rush
good one.
Hour, I have the Rush Hour series. I have some
Do you, Pian, can I
Jackie
ask you, do
Chan.
you love the Rush Hour series?
I haven't seen it in
Oh
a
boy.
while,
Oh
so I
boy.
can't say.
I remember
It,
like the only part I remember, I feel like I've said this part on the stream over and over, and you guys are going to have to deal with that because I have dementia. Like it's just full on. It's not even a joke anymore. But my favorite part in those movies is when when Chris Tucker just escapes and he jumps on top of a truck and just leaves Jackie Chan to die by the hands of their enemies. I don't know why. I laugh every time I think of that. But anyway, Pian, sorry. I derailed
no,
you
you're good.
as usual.
And I'm trying to. I think stand-up specials would be good, and I would like some. If you have any recommendations for stand-up specials, that would be good.
You're
VHS.
Would you call this de-digitizing? You're gonna put them on.
Because I have a one of those old RV camping TVs with the built-in VCR.
Yes. Classic.
And so I need some tapes to bring on the road.
Very good. Very good. What's a good stand-up special? Well, what do you like? What comedies? What comedians do you like?
Well,
Did you hear
that's part of the thing. I haven't heard a lot of old stuff, honestly.
Very insulting that you call me old right off the bat. Did you hear what Emmy was saying, going on and on about Tom Segura? I'll be honest, I don't know. I've never seen Tom Segura stand up, but I would say somebody's saying Anthony Jeselnik in
Not
the
even
chat. I don't know about that.
Netflix or any of his specials.
You know what? Eric Andre's stand up special was pretty funny. I'll say that. You can go to the. Why don't you go back to the Chris Rock stuff, like Bigger and Blacker, and whatever. What's the other one? Bring the Pain. Is that him? Like, go to those old Chris Rock specials. Like
Chris
probably
Rock,
none of the jokes stand up.
Yeah, I mean I figured as much in trying to get these on VHS tapes. I was also thinking
Somebody
crap,
says
I just forgot now.
I brought
Shit.
up Joe Rogan, and somebody says Go Beckley Tappy, and is he still talking about that? Yeah, I don't know. It's something that Joe Rogan talks about. You know what, Pian, you sound like you might be a Mitch Hedberg guy. Are you into Mitch Hedberg?
I've probably heard like it's weird because like I'll just like put on like a station of stand up and like it's probably gone through like a ton of stuff that you could say names to that I might have actually heard. But any recommendations I'll write down and check out and
check out. Somebody actually mentioned Brent Weinbach's special. His is a little like I feel like he might, like, people might try to cancel him or something, but he is like, I feel like he's like the ultimate like comedian's comedian. If you watch that Brent Weinbach special, I think it's called Appealing to the Mainstream. He is like a true like comic genius, Brent Weinbach. So you could try him. My favorite Mitch Hedberg joke that I can remember, because everybody's got their like Mitch Hedberg joke on board. Mine is he's like, I've been playing a lot of blackjack lately, not because I like gambling, just because I like sitting in a semicircle. That's my favorite. You could try somebody was saying Moshe Kasher. Moshe Kasher's okay. I like his wife better, to be honest. And Pian, have you ever watched any of the Pound House videos?
DJ Doug Pound.
Yeah, go.
Yeah, yeah. I love his stuff. Like Too Wet Crew also.
Yeah, there's one. It's probably one of my favorite things ever in a video or anything, where it's
Hot dogs.
I think it's called Sorry. The video's called Pound House, and the episode is called Sorry, where where there's this girl that like Doug likes or something, and they call her Deborah, and and Brent Weinbach is just like trying to get Deborah to talk to Doug, and he just goes, he's just like, Deborah, this is Doug, and she's like, no, thank you. It's one of the funniest scenes. Go, everybody, stop watching this and go look up.
Yeah.
Go look up.
Check
that.
out. If before you flush me, I just want to mention one of my favorite Pound Houses. With the one with Tim Heidecker, where the Doug does a stand-up, like a stand-up set in his house,
and they keep pushing him back, like he doesn't get to perform. Yeah.
Yeah, and then like off camera, they're announcing like famous people that or whatever. They're just like
Robin Williams. Robin Williams. Yeah. Probably
But,
okay. Pian. Pound House is Pound House the funniest thing that's ever been uploaded to the funniest web series ever?
It's pretty damn good. There's like a hot dog one that's hilarious. I love the extras that he gets for his videos. Like he'll get like a massively yoked dude, like super tall, and then he'll get like a really old man.
Yes.
And like it's like this is like a barbecue with his friends, and these are his friends, just like every single age range and type you could think of.
Yeah, I remember thinking like, where did they find these dudes? Like it's so good. All right, Pian, I'm gonna flush you, but I will talk to you soon.
Okay, bye.
Let us know how it goes with this all-in-one TV and VHS. Okay.
I will.
All right, bye.
I just wanted to say I'm sorry about before, and I'm not really like that guy.
No, thank you.
Let me handle it. Stay. Look, Deborah, when I first met Doug and I saw that nice yuppie look that I like, it blew my ass mind. But then it got too close and it all fucked up.
That's the funniest thing that's ever been uploaded to the internet. Let's talk to... Oh, Jack Wagon? Hello, Jack Wagon. Jack Wagon, are you there?
Jackson Wagon?
Manticore Brown.
Hey, what's up, bro? Hold on 1 second.
Okay, I guess that was Greg.
Well, a very good evening to Greg as well.
Chippy, are you there? Chippy, turn your mic on. Chippy?
Hello?
Chippy, what was that?
I got a voice modulator and I thought I was still in the lobby.
Oh my God. I was going to try to introduce you to Jack Wagon. Are you the guy who said you would date Chippy?
So, are we... no, I am not. But we've had this exact conversation before.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh. And I already spoke to him. He's out of my league.
Oh,
so.
Jack Wagon, you're out of Chippy's league. Is that right?
I don't know that that's right. I never made such a claim. I suppose that's up to her to assess, but that was certainly not from my side.
Sorry, Chippy. He's not interested, okay? He's not interested. Don't worry, Jack Wagon. I kicked her out of the chat. I kicked her out. Sorry about that.
I see that now.
Sorry about that.
Quite all right.
She was really, I'm sorry. You're probably disgusted. She was just really trying really hard to, get something going with you, and that's disgust. You're disgusted by her. I get that vibe.
I pride myself on not being disgusted by things, if at all possible.
Ooh, very good. Okay. Well, Jack Wagon, first things first. I remember we talked last week or something, and you're a very nice person, and so I thank you for that. And I would like to ask you what is up? What is up with you, and what can you tell us tonight, please?
Well, I see that the crawl is back after a brief recess on Monday.
People, I put all this work into doing a crawl, and people were like, "It's too fast. It's too fast." Unsubscribe. So I tried to slow it down, but hopefully it's useful. Do you have anything for these horrible topics that I came up with?
Well, at first I wasn't sure if you were attempting to intertwine two of them with the most irresistible song hook and what's up with that being right next to one another.
Oh, you think that thing from Saturday Night Live is one of the most irresistible song hooks?
I didn't know if that's what you were attempting to subliminally suggest that to people. I'm not
Can
sure
you-
that I would vote that way.
Can you sing it? Can you sing it for us?
I'm not going to do that.
Ooh wee. What's up with that? Has been, you know what? That has been stuck in my head before.
Yeah, absolutely.
Who came up with that sketch, do you think?
It's got to be Kenan Thompson.
Yeah, it had to be Keenan, right? That thing's got Keenan all written all over it. But it's pretty good. I
Very
love
much
him in
so.
that Steve Harvey suit. You know what I mean? Like anybody put
I love anybody in a Steve Harvey
anybody
suit.
in a Steve Harvey suit, I'm down. I want to see it, you know?
Yes, absolutely.
Well, look, I derailed you a little bit. You got that good voice that people love. Please tell us what's up. What do you got to tell us tonight?
Well, let's see. I was going to talk about some of my favorite Bible stories, which illustrate the conservative ideal. And,
very good.
And I think I don't think enough of these get play. I don't know if you're familiar with the Sermon on the Mount, where Jesus goes and gives a great speech on top of a mountain.
Oh,
and
yeah.
many people come to follow him.
Oh.
And so no one has any food to eat, but he's got 5 loaves and 2 fishes that he multiplies. But, and here's the part that usually gets left out, they means tested everyone there before they handed the food out.
Very good. Very good. I like this. I like this. This is like what's the dude who Sam Cedar always has on that's really funny? He pretends to be like a conservative. What's that guy's name? If anybody can tell. He's probably like one of the funniest dudes on that show. I love this. They were like you get like a credit, you get a fish credit or something.
Well, yeah, absolutely. They said, well, why didn't you think of this on your own? Why didn't you take care of this yourself? Why didn't you pull these fish up from your own boots?
Or no, it would be like the Kamala Harris types. It would be like, oh, if you start a small business within the first like 6 months, you get a fish credit that is like a tax deductible thing or something like that, right? That would be the version of that. You know what Bible story? Do you like this Bible story? Job. What about that one where God's just torturing this poor idiot Job?
Yeah, I'm a big fan.
Big fan of Job.
Obviously. Well, I'm a big fan of an all-loving God that would torture his most loyal subject just to prove a point to the devil. Like, that's fantastic.
Man, this guy, he works in mysterious ways, so you give him a break, okay? David yes, I was looking for the name David Feldman. Yes, you're doing like a David Feldman bit. But I like this. The other question I have about that fish and loaves thing is like, why did he just create enough food just avoid the food shortage in the first place? How about that?
Right.
He didn't think of that one. Well, do you have any?
It seems reasonable.
Do you have any other deep cut Bible stories that we should know about?
Yes, I do, in fact. And this is one that kind of goes. We're going to go back. This is one of those origin stories, right? The Abrahamic religions, as they're known.
Yes.
Right. So named for Abraham.
Mm-hmm.
And very famously, in order to be indoctrinated into God's gang, he was ordered to murder his own child.
Oh.
And then stop right before he did it.
Right.
Just to prove to God that that's what he wanted. Even though God could look into his heart and see what he felt the whole time, apparently he was into it for the kicks. And I think that a lot of our gangster style culture, could be seen as descended directly from this type of gangster attitude
Totally.
from Yahweh.
That whole story of like, go kill your kid, and then at the last minute, no. Hey, you passed the test. You passed the test. It sort of gives me the vibe of a God who would like make a guy punch himself in the face, and then God is saying, "Why are you punching yourself? Why are you punching yourself?" That's the God we got. That's the God we're stuck with.
Yes, and as someone that doesn't have a child, whenever I talk to believers with children, I let them know that, just so you know, if your God came to me and told me to kill your kid,
yes,
I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it.
Oh, thank you so much.
You're free to kill your own kid if you want, but I won't do that, even if your God shows up and tells me to do that.
That's how I see individual freedom. As a libertarian, that's what I believe. If God tells me to kill my kid, I'm doing it. If God tells me to kill somebody else, that's against the non-aggression principle. So I don't do that. I don't do that.
The non-aggression principle, which was instituted, shortly after the colonization of this continent or something like that.
Well, it
didn't exist prior to that.
You didn't see. You don't understand libertarianism. They said like after this, then. All right, Jack. I love you. You have by the way, beautiful voice on you. Are you like a singer or what's going on with that?
So if I said yes, then that would come off as being, I don't know.
No, it would come off as being cool because you're a cool guy and you have a cool voice. So what you're probably.
That's very kind of you to say. You're
like everyone in the chat right now is like they hate you because we're jealous of you. To be honest. well, Jack.
That seems unlikely.
You got to come back if you are a musician, which I hope you are. You got to play us some music or sing to us or something. Okay.
Well, if I wasn't gonna dox myself, I would actually just tell you about, an album that you could find on YouTube or whatever. But I would be doxing myself.
Would that be a doxing or would that be self-promotion?
It's 6 of one, half a dozen of the other.
Well, if you want to shout it out, do it now, or just say bye bye, no thank you.
Bye bye, no thank you.
All right, love you, Jack. What a good guy. Jeez. I got in trouble too, guys, and I apologize for this. I said guy or I said he to somebody who's not a he, and I self-cancel. So you can't cancel me because this is how you deal with getting canceled when you do something stupid, is you say I'm already canceled. I can't be. Okay?
Look, Deborah, when I first met Doug and I saw that nice yuppie look that I like, it blew my ass mind. But then it got too close, and it all fucked up.
That needs to be a drop. That definitely needs to be a drop. Okay, guys, ladies and gentlemen, and in-betweensters, we now present to you one of the most popular and famous people on this program, Mary Kate. Mary Kate. Oh, we got video for Mary Kate, guys. The video feed is live. Mary Kate,
hello.
How are you? What's going on? Can you please give us an update on what you're doing, please?
Well, I was just coming on to tease you a little bit because you're being a bit of a quabapple today, my friend. You look crazy.
Here we go.
A little bit.
Here we go.
No.
Well, please air this show is partly where people air their grievances about me. What have I done wrong this time, Mary Kate, please?
Well, I wanted to ask you, that question kind of got me going. So, like, a concert, I know concerts are a thing of history now, but they are coming back. What kind of guy are you at the concert? Are you like the person who like spits and just claps at the end of every song? Or are you the kind who like stands up and screams and annoys everyone behind you? Or are you kind of in between and you just kind of like, you do like a little like grandpa's dance and you enjoy yourself and applaud politely?
No, this is a really good question because I am a very specific type of person. I'm the person who cannot avoid getting hit, like elbowed in the face. I get a drink spilled on me literally every time I've been to anything. And I get bumped into, I get pushed around, I get stuffed in a locker somehow. people flip me upside down and shove me in the trash can. Like literally I went to see, I guess he's canceled now. He's like a bad guy now. No, you know what? Nobody's going to cancel John Mouse. Like whatever. John Mouse he's got some classics. He's a weird guy, you know? He's got like Asperger's or something. He's you know, whatever. Give him a break. But I went to see him and I just got nonstop. It was so crowded that I just got nonstop like pummeled and kicked on accident and elbowed in the face and punched in the face. So whenever I go to any kind of musical show that's even remotely crowded, I'm just getting injured the whole time.
Damn, that's brutal. I mean, I feel like that happens to me a bit too, but I think it's just because I'm really short and like small, and people.
Oh yeah, we're both part of the Lollipop Guild, so we're
Lollipop Guild.
The other one like that I saw, you know, not to show off, but whatever. Like years ago, maybe like 10 years ago, I saw Andrew WK and I guess it's his wife, who dresses like a kind of like a Red Bull girl or something, or she does like workout moves while he does his like party songs. And
incredible.
Yeah, and he started playing one of, I can't remember which one, but it was one of the classics. Maybe it was Party. And like I just got like, I thought I was gonna die. Like it was people who were just like, it was beyond like, you see like mosh pits or whatever every once in a while, you know, like at least you did when I was not an old person. This was like different. Like it was like the whole crowd like just like moved in a kind of like brutal formation, and I just like instantly started getting murdered. But anyway.
And yet you sit before us today. That's incredible. I'm really proud of you.
Is Andrew WK's like nobody likes him anymore? Like what's going on with that guy? He's just like somebody who I've just like deleted from my brain. What's going on with that, Mary Kate?
No idea, but I can Google. I mean, I feel like there's still some news articles. There's still some news articles about him and his fiance. So I mean, he's still looks like he's still relevant. Like
he seems like he could turn into one of those, if he hasn't already turned into one of those like anti-cancel culture guys or something. He's like it's against partying. It's because I can't party anymore because I keep getting canceled.
Perhaps. I'm not sure. I don't know too much about him.
Tone deaf in the chat. Are these Paul Schrader? Oh, Paul Schaefer. Paul Schaefer. Ha ha! Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, you can see me on video. Clearly not rocking out.
I can see. I was just doing my very low quality Paul Schaefer impression. But anyway, hey, MK Ultra, I derailed the conversation as usual. Please, what's going on with you?
Well, that reminds me what you said. One time when I think I was 10 or 11, I went to Taylor Swift's Speak Now tour. And there was back then, because she was a little less famous, she would actually walk through the crowd and you get a chance to like grab her hand or something. And, you know, I loved her kids. So she was walking down towards my section and I was so excited. So I'm like, you know, back then I was like, 4'9", and I'm like climbing over these chairs and everyone's like making a way for me because, you know, I'm like friggin' 10 years old and they're like, oh, this little 10-year-old blonde wants to meet Taylor Swift. I get there. And then this lady who is like, I'd say at least a foot taller than me and probably weighed like twice my weight. She just freaking, and she's an adult, by the way. She's like in her 20s. She freaking knocks me to the ground and she grabs Taylor's hand.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
She pummeled me to the ground and I was so upset. Like I climbed up there and she was already gone. Also, this like adult woman who's much taller than me can touch her hand. So I feel your pain.
Wait. Anna Kasparian Silk Robe. Andrew WK did a Steven Crowder video several years ago. I do not remember that. He didn't get too political in it. What was he doing? Was he just trying to get Steven Crowder to party? If anybody could like, I would hope maybe like Andrew WK puts his like party philosophy into Steven Crowder and then he's like, yeah, you know what? I'm done with this right-wing stuff. I'm just going to be like a party guy now.
And
it's from 6 years ago. It says Andrew WK parties on Louder with Crowder. I'll send it to you.
Yeah, let's see this.
This is so cringe. Okay, you're gonna have to.
So Mary Kate, like, I didn't know this. People like Taylor Swift would just go out into the crowd before she was like as mega famous as she is now, and people would just grab her. I gotta grab Taylor. I gotta touch Taylor.
Or she'd come really close to the pit and she would like reach your hand out. Like if you look up like her old pictures, you could like touch her hand and the closest I've gotten to doing that is I met her mom, which was cool. But and luckily because her mom was there, nobody pummeled me into the ground. So that was good. I was protected.
Have you heard that Taylor Swift Aphex Twin mashup? Remember that from like 20 years ago?
No, I have not.
You got to check that out. That's a weird one.
She was 11?
No, this was a while back. This was like probably like 8 or 9 years ago. But anyway, Mary Kate, are you feeling better? Because you were having some problems. Are you feeling any better?
Again, and I was a little bad. I was really bad, but I slept all day yesterday because they pumped me with like morphine and like 1,000 other drugs. And
oh boy.
I'm feeling a bit better. Like I was still a little sick today, but like I'm not nearly as bad as I was the other day. Like after stream, I ended up going to the hospital.
Oh geez, you're sounding in good spirits though.
I am. Yeah, I'm just trying to radiate those positive vibes on to you because you're being a big old crab apple and you need to smile. And why don't you want to stream today? Come on, what's going on, buddy? What's going on?
It's just one of those. It's just one of those things where I'm like, I like doing it, and I'm having fun. But it's one of those things where it's like, I don't know, like you have to go and like, oh, I gotta renew my car thing or whatever, and you're just like, it's gonna be easy to do this once I get into doing it, but you're just like, you don't. It's just straight up like, it's just like procrastination. It's just like, I just want to keep just doing nothing. Also, Mary Kate, you might like this. I'm cat sitting 2 cats. Maybe I could get one of the cats on stream.
Please bring one on stream. Seriously, everyone supports this.
Okay,
you have to do it.
All right. I'll figure out a way to not have a bunch of dead air, and then I'll get one of these dirty little rats on here. But anyway, Mary Kate, I'll talk to you later, okay?
Alrighty, you have a lovely...
Oops. Sorry, Mary Kate. Mary Kate, such a nice person, you know. She's dealing with the illness, and then I just cut her off mid-word. Let's talk to Sada. Are you there?
Sada? Sada?
Yep, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Sada, what's up, dude?
Doing good. Thanks for having me on the program.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for coming. Thanks for coming on.
Whoa, Sada, sorry, Sada.
No worries, that's pretty exciting to be live. Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
Listen, I've been watching your videos for a couple of months now. You've been accompanying me on a lot of dinners, solo dinners.
God.
So,
oh my God.
Thank you.
God. Were there other people at these dinners and you were just like ignoring them and just listening, have your ear pods in?
I think that would not go very well with my partner, but sadly I'm on my own now, because of the current situation, it's pretty much crappy everywhere. I hope you're doing good. I hope the situation is not too bad for you.
Look, I can't complain, but I want to know where in the world are you, Sada?
How can you tell I'm not from the U.S.? How can you tell?
I'm catching some kind of feeling. I don't know exactly what it is, but I'm catching a feeling that you might not be in the U.S. Is this true?
That's right. I am up north. I'm from Quebec. I'm what they call a French Canadian.
Ah, very good, very good.
We welcome on le programme.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7.
Pretty good. I think you can get your visa, maybe your citizenship.
Yeah, you got to get me out of here. Is there a way that I can, we can get married or something?
We can look into this. I don't know if it's the same laws as in the U.S., but if you're interested, you can. We can look into this.
Yes, beautiful. All right. Well, go ahead.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
I wanted to call to tell you that actually, we can talk about the topics you presented if you want, but I've been thinking about calling in for a while, and I was like, no, I don't have any interesting thing to say. My accent will be annoying to the listeners. Who knows?
No, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Beautiful
Thank
accent.
you.
Almost as
Thank you.
beautiful as that guy. You hear that guy Jack's voice?
Well, he has a deep, rich voice, right?
That's a deep, rich, and I would say luxurious voice on that guy.
I agree with the adjectives for sure. So I wanted to bring maybe a segment to this live chat, which is morons in Canada and in the US, where I can tell you about how it's not that much better here, if you want.
Yes.
But that's kind of a downer. But I can also talk about the good advice I received. So I'll let you choose. What would you rather have?
Oh, I would love to hear the idiots in Canada thing, please.
Right. So, yeah, I want to update you on your Quebec news, right? Because I know you've been savvy for that for a while, and I want to tell you, people are only fiscal conservatives on part-time schedules all across North America.
Too close.
People will
And it all
only be
fucked up.
conservative when it comes to their money, when it's good for them, right? And I just want to tell you that it's not. And you talk about it in your program sometimes, and I thought I could tell you that it's the same situation here, sadly. And so I was originally from Quebec City. I don't know if you heard about that city. It's a city that it's just some news regarding this. Okay, so the city is divided into by the St. Lawrence River, and so people live on the North Shore and the South Shore of the city, right? And the South Shore is kind of a suburban, boring place, and the North Shore is where the city actually is. So the issue is the bridges to cross are far off away from both cities on the west, and people from the South Shore are complaining that they want another bridge to cross right into the downtown, right? They want a quick access way to the downtown. And the government said, let's do it. It will only cost 10 billion Canadian dollars, so I guess 8 or 9 billion US dollars.
Okay.
For around 10,000 cars. And it would basically be all agents and researchers and all the specialists said it's a horrible plan. Turns out Quebec City and the South Shore are very, very conservative places. They vote right wing all the time. They're always complaining about taxes, and they say, oh, the nurses they want to raise, that's wasted money, I don't want any of that. But they want their 10 billion useless tunnel, and I just thought it's offensive. It's straight up offensive.
Oh yeah. It's like when there's something something like that, it's like suddenly the money's there, right? That's like that's the weird thing about it.
The desire to spend, when the teachers are not paid enough here too, and they're like trying to have pressure. I don't know how to say that in English, but like pressure movement, like go on strikes and stuff like that. And you have all these radio, the radio stations that are these lazy teachers, just go back to work, just be thankful you're working, don't waste your money on your pays and you're doing well. But then there's a tunnel that is useless, but that would get them votes. And they're like, oh yeah, this tunnel's great actually. Watch this beautiful 3D model of the tunnel we did for you guys.
We got a useless tunnel here, but it's being built by Elon Musk. I was watching this thing about that. It's like an underground tunnel that you like drive your car through. If anybody lives over there, where is it? Is it in San Francisco, that thing? Wherever that stupid tunnel that he's building. If anybody's been in that tunnel or can go look at that tunnel, give us a thing about it. It's like
what's so special about that tunnel?
It's just like he built a tunnel that like you could drive a Tesla through, and
and it like charges the car or something.
No, it's just like, it's basically just like driving a car through a tunnel. And people were like, yeah, like, but the problem with that is that it's more dangerous, first of all, because like cars can explode and all this stuff. Why not just build like public transit, like a subway? And it's because I guess he wants to keep these churning out these cars, I guess. I don't know. But that's my thing with that, is like, let's build some good public transit. Right?
It's an issue everywhere. It's the same thing in Quebec City. Same thing. The sprawl. The cities are infinite at this point, and nobody's using public transit, because it sucks, and it sucks. So nobody uses it, and it's just a spinning wheel, and ends up that everybody has a car, and And yeah, it's depressing to look at. Sorry for bringing such a downer to this program here tonight.
No, it's okay. You're giving us some insight into that, like this kind of weird right-wingy stuff that's going on. It's really been happening all over the world for the past however long. There's actually a guy wrote. I have this book around here. It's one of those semiotic book or whatever it's called. It's a guy who wrote. The book is called How the World Turned Right or something like that, and it's kind of what you're talking about, where it's like you feel like a lot of people wouldn't expect this kind of stuff in Canada, but it's kind of like going on everywhere. This like weird right turn and like a neoliberal, like trying to privatize everything and all this crap is like a thing that is it's not good. I would say generally not good. But anyway, sorry, Sada, what? You said you had some advice too. What was the advice?
Sure, thanks for letting me talk for so long. I appreciate it. But an advice, you said you wanted to hear something serious, like a good advice, right?
Yes.
And I was the people before me were talking. I was like, I have to come up with something because I don't care about UFOs too much, and
I have a hard time mustering enthusiasm for UFOs. If they maybe give us a little bit more than these blurry images, I might get some emotions about it, but right now I'm like, yeah, no, it's just like looks like a smudge on a camera lens or something. But I'm with you on that one. But go ahead.
Hard to care.
Hard to care.
Yeah, so the advice. So when my dad was never a very dad. How can I say, the paternal person?
Okay.
So yeah, I think when I was growing up, he was trying to find ways to like have myself entertain myself basically on my own, so he didn't have to do things. So when you're a kid and you want to go to bed, your parents are like telling you a story, right? Like they read you a book or something.
Mm-hmm.
I know my parents did that to me, and it worked very well. And at some point, my dad was like, you can tell yourself your own stories, as you grow older, and fall asleep like that. And I really and now looking back, I'm like, yeah.
Wait a second. That is probably the funniest parenting thing I've ever heard. Dad, please tell me a story. Hey, tell yourself your own story.
But you know what?
Tell yourself a story. Yeah,
it's a great advice.
I like that. Tell yourself a story.
Because I've been doing so ever since. And I'll tell you something. I fall asleep in never more than 5 minutes. Every time I'm thinking about my job or my relationship or my friends or whatever stressful thing, I'm going back into that story that I've been carrying for 15 years now.
Oh, so you have one specific story that you tell
yourself. It's the same story that keeps progressing. It's some medieval stuff with knights.
I was gonna say it's like because David Lynch has this thing where he's like he's always talking about transcendental meditation, and he's like, I got my mantra from the guru, and it's like he can't say his mantra. Like people can't say their mantra, and I was wondering if your story is like a mantra where you can't share it with people.
No.
You can tell.
It's nothing so meditative or deep. It's literally just I imagine a scene with the characters, and I'm like, this guy tells that to this guy, and this guy tells that to this gal, and I fall asleep.
And are you doing some Knights of the Round Table crap with this? You're like, oh, and then King Arthur came and he said, and there was a kid in King Arthur's court. Is that what you're doing?
I mean, it's fictional thing, but yeah, it's medieval. Like there's different countries and they're at war, and there's different religions, and gods are fighting for this world or whatever. Mm-hmm. And the end goal is to destroy the gods. But I don't think I'll never get there because I've been telling this story. The thing is, I fall asleep so fast that I can spend months on the same scene. Like the guy talks to this guy and I fall asleep, and then the day after, like, okay, I'm gonna start this scene again, and it take me months to go through them. So it's great advice. If you have a hard time falling asleep, try to tell yourself a dumb night stories. Imagine all the characters, the scene, the venue, everything, and you'll fall asleep instantly. Don't think about useless tunnels.
Sada, this might be the most beautiful advice I've ever heard, and I hope everybody takes this advice to heart. If you're laying in bed at night, you're like, oh, you're worrying about like I overdrafted my bank account, or just think of these come up with a medieval story that you tell yourself.
Yep.
God, Sada, I owe you for this one. So thank you so much, and I love you, and I'll talk to you later.
Yeah, I'll call again. Have a great evening. Thank you.
Bye, Sada. I wonder if the story he tells himself is that movie where Martin... Does everybody remember Martin Lawrence? Like, Martin Lawrence made a movie where he was like a knight. I would just tell myself that story. I'll just reenact that movie. What's that movie called? Martin. This is great radio. Martin Lawrence Knight movie. What is that piece of crap called? Black Knight. Oh, God. Black Knight. I'm just going to tell myself the story of Martin Lawrence in Black Knight, where he's wearing a football jersey, but he's also a knight. Why did they have to call it Black Knight? It's offensive.
And it all fucked up.
So that's pretty good. I love that his dad, he started off with like, he's like, my dad wasn't the best dad. He wasn't the most, daddish dad. He wasn't really involved. He wasn't really a great dad. And I asked him to tell me a story, and he said, tell yourself a story. Tell yourself a story. And Sada is such a sweet, nice guy that he did tell himself a story, and it worked. So take that, Sada's dad. You piece of shit, Dad. Chipford?
Hey, Chip. Hi, Chip. What's up, Chip? Good. What's up?
Chip, how are you?
You're in trouble.
Why? What'd I do? Something seems off, but I can't quite put my finger on it. But what'd I do wrong?
Flush Mary Kate, not Ashley, while she was talking.
Yeah, I did. I cut her off.
Did you forget that she's part of the High Council and you're already in court with them or something?
Alvin, you need to get back to work, Alvin. You and Theodore are in trouble again. I know, that was not very nice what I did for Mary Kate. That's a very nice person. She's like, it's so funny how people keep saying like, oh, everyone in the Discord is so nice. That's largely due to Mary Kate. Like, she just, she's like, so.
I mean, let's be real. The muscular class would be nothing without Mary Kate and not Ashley and shenanigans. So, you better put some respect on their name.
You remember, you know that, have you ever heard of leaning in? You're really leaning into this thing. Like, I can hear you really, like, you're really like that. You really like sounding like that.
Oh my god. You know what's the worst part? It's so cringy when people laugh at their own joke. That's the point I'm at, where I'm just laughing at my own joke, and it's kind of cringe. Also, check this out. Pure ideology.
Who's that? What would his name be? Slavoj Chipjek? Slavoj Chipjek.
Slavoj Zizek.
Chipjek.
And on socialism.
There you go. Okay, I'm done.
Chip, we had this like ongoing thing that we were gonna try to do to like do a bachelorette kind of thing, and I think that would make a much better bachelorette show if like the main character talked like that the whole time.
Yeah, it'd be pretty good. I'd be down, but nobody is signing up.
Nobody's. Yeah. Wait. Hold on.
Yeah.
Optimus.
Oh.
Optimus Prime, Rib. Oh, he's muted, but I feel like he's one of the, is he one of the or they, sorry, are they one of the people that was like, I would go on a date with Chippy? Optimus? Okay, that is a what they call.
He is not interested.
That's a fail. That's what they call a fail. Yeah. That's what the kids call a fail right there. Well, yeah. Chipford, do you have anything else going on besides what sounds like you're having some vocal problems?
So I had this random thought a couple of days ago. So I was watching Sicario, The Day of El Soldado. Have you seen that movie?
Yeah, I've seen both. I've seen both of those Sicarios.
I actually like Sicario a lot. But the reason I'm bringing it up is because I was watching the movie and you know, Benicio del Toro, he's the main character, right?
Yep.
Puerto
Yep.
Rican icon, we
Mhm.
love.
Yep.
And I thought that he would be an incredible Joker. Changed my mind. Don't you think he'd be a good Joker?
Wasn't
But like
he
a
a-
serious Joker?
I think he was a bad guy in one of the Bond movies, right? Am I getting that right? Somebody in the chat will know.
Oh God!
Like
Yeah, I
the
think
chat
in the
is
Pierce
on.
Brosnan.
Yeah, the chat is on this stuff with the references, but I'm pretty sure he was a. Would he be a good Joker? Would he be a good? I feel like he might be another. He would be like an other character, like not the Joker, but maybe like Mr. Freeze or something.
Maybe. Or
Mm-hmm.
if we want to get campy, he could be like the Adam West Joker, who was also a Hispanic guy.
That's
So-
right. That's right. Yes. 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 Yes.
Do
Yes.
do you know the story about the mustache?
Yeah, that
How
they
he didn't.
he wouldn't shave it, so they had to paint over it or whatever.
Yeah, he was like, no, this is like my signature look. So
Mhm.
no, paint over it.
Those Adam West Batmans, hot or not? What do you think?
Oh, hot. Adam West, like the whole like spandex
Mhm.
look.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was
Oh, yeah.
into it.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, I wasn't born yet, but
You know what? That guy was a good Joker too. Like he was
Yeah.
he was irresistible as a Joker. So interesting. That, you know what? That's a really interesting connection that you made, where it's it could be Benicio Cesar Romero, right? Is that
Cesar Romero. Yeah, he was Cuba. What? No, I think he's originally from Cuba. I know he like ran away, you know, when the stuff went down. in
Somebody's
Cuba.
talking about excess baggage, and I was like, I'm not gonna bring up excess baggage. I think that was
Willem
was that he-
Dafoe Joker. Yes.
Yeah, we were talking Willem Dafoe. I think last he would be a really good Joker.
He would
think.
just. You were saying that he would play all the characters in Batman.
Like a Medea. He'd be like
Yeah.
He'd be like, and Willem Dafoe as Willem Dafoe and Willem Dafoe, and he's like, you know, like that would be great. That would be, and he's like, it's just like the Clumps. Like there's lots of farting too. He's just like,
Yes.
he's actually, he's not even playing the Joker. He's just doing like those kind of Eddie Murphy voices. He's like, "Oh, Batman!" Like that
Oh,
would be his Batman Joker. That would be great.
Yeah, and he'd probably win an Oscar for it too.
And directed by Lars von Trier. That would be
Yes.
that would be good. That'd be good.
I have the best advice I ever got,
Beautiful.
and then you can
the
flush
topics
me.
the topics are actually working for once.
Yes.
Can I go inside now?
And the advice I got is, haters gonna ain'ters gonna ain't.
Ooh, you hear that? You hear that, all you ain'ters out there? You hear that, you ain'ters?
Wait, check it out. Check it out.
Haters gonna hate.
Mhm.
Haters gonna eat. Yeah.
Mm. Oh man, the laugh. The laugh.
That's the worst part.
Oh boy, that's gonna keep me awake at night, haunted and afraid. I think the cats that I'm cat sitting heard that somehow.
Oh, tell Greg that I'm interested in him. Okay?
Bye bye. Wow. I have a feeling we're gonna be hearing that voice a lot on this program from now on. Batman is so strong. Show him how strong you are, Batman. That's Ed. Somebody was saying Hulk Hogan as a racist Dr. Doom. He might be a good Dr. Doom. People are trying to holler at Chippy too. Chippy, this is from Matada McCleskey. Chippy, I think we'd be a great couple. I'm interested in dating you, but first you have to denounce illegal settlements in Palestine, Israel, and demand 1948 borders for Israel. I think that's what she was talking about when she said ain'ters gonna ain't. She was talking about Israel, I think. Adam West Batman costume looked like the putties from the Power Rangers. Yes, the Power Rangers, very underrated costumes, I would say. We got to bring back those. Oh yeah, I'll try to get the cats. Corn Pope.
Hey, what's good?
What up, Pope?
Been a while.
Oh, been a while. How are you?
You know, I gotta be honest. I'm okay. I'm getting better, but I wasn't good earlier today.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear it. I'm sorry. Is this show? Okay, just be honest about this. Did hearing that chippy voice make things far worse for you?
Oh, I was in the green room by then, so I muted the stream.
Can
You know,
I
I
go
don't want
inside
that
now?
audio feedback, so I have no comments. No comment on that one.
Very good, very good. Well, I hope I hope the day turns around for you. I feel the same way. Today is just when I'm just like, you know, it was like 6 or whatever, and I was like, I should probably try to put some stuff together for the stream. And I was like, no, I don't even want to do it. I don't want to do anything. You know, I was getting that feeling. You know what I mean?
I totally get it. No, well, one of the reasons I wanted to come on the stream was to air a little bit of my grievances and get your opinion.
Oh boy. Okay, let's hear it.
All right, so, you know, I didn't want to go make a post on Reddit or something. I felt like this was too, you know, minor to figure out, am I the asshole in this situation? But I want to hear, do you think that I am the asshole here?
Okay, let's hear it.
So I went to the gym earlier today, and as you do, I just bring a book with me. I'm trying to learn Japanese, so I have some comic books that I bring with me. I was in between my sets of squats, I was just reading comics.
Can you give us any Japanese? Can you give us a little bit of Japanese that you've learned?
Yeah. Oh,
your mic dropped out. Your mic dropped out a little bit, so you kind of ruined it. But what did you say? Do it again. Do it again. Do it again. I think that
means you fucking bastard. I'll kill you.
Very good, very good. I feel like Discord is anti-Japanese. They censor people when they speak Japanese.
I yelled a little bit, and that's probably I got probably cut off for the clipping there, but
no problem. Well, let's hear it.
All right, so I'm reading in between my sets of squats. You know, there were signs around saying you should only use these squat racks for 20 minutes if it's really busy. So, you know, someone came up to me and they said, oh, how many sets do you have left? And I'm flustered, you know. I hadn't been to the gym in over 2 years. I haven't talked to anybody in 2 years except, you know, my girlfriend. Basically, I'm a social, just socially inept at this point.
Me
so
too,
I'm flustered. I'm like, I don't know. I was going to go until, like, I couldn't do it anymore, I'm thinking. And some guy in the back, he's like, you know, it's a 20-minute time limit, right? Like, this was not the guy asking me. Some guy behind him was, like, chiming in. And I say, oh, okay, yeah. And I turn back to the guy. I said, I was going to say, like, oh, yeah, I'm going to just do, like, a couple more, and then you can have it. And then the guy says, yeah, you know, you're just sitting there reading a book anyways. You should get off. Like, what? Am I not allowed to read a book? Am I not allowed to take a break in between my my sets here? So I told him to shut the F up, and he told me, make me, and then that was it.
You told him to shut the F up, and he said, make me.
Yeah.
Did you, did you think about,
he shut up after that, so I don't know.
So after make me, he was like, I don't want to take this any further?
Yeah, I guess so.
Wow. What if he tried to make you? Would you keep going, or would you be like, okay, just stop touching me, leave me alone, I'll go read my book somewhere else?
The old me probably would have been you know, a little bit more flustered, but you know, that was the old me. I've done a bit of like jujitsu and stuff, so you know, I've got more confidence when people sort of step to me, you know. So you know, it's, if anything, it's giving me a little more you know, panache.
This is what you're gonna do with your jujitsu skills, is you're gonna like arm bar some guy at the gym who's giving you a hard time. This guy does sound like a little bit of a puke, though, right?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely, I'll admit, telling somebody to shut the F up is probably not the best way to handle the situation, but I felt attacked. Why?
I gotta say, was that just like an instinctual thing? Saying make me? Why don't you
I don't
make
know.
me?
Oh no, he was the one who said make me.
Oh,
I was
he
the one
said-
who said shut the F up.
Oh, right. Where do you think that's what he just like? That's like his just like automatic make me. Why don't you make me?
I guess so. I kind of yeah. It's funny. I'm laughing at it now. Like, yeah, make me. It's like I didn't have to do anything. He didn't say anything after that. So in a way, I guess I did. I did make him.
What if what you could have done to make him is just start speaking in Japanese, and then he just gets confused, and then he has to walk away because he can't.
I should have just said like "Konoyaro, Bokurozu, Achike," something like that.
Oh, that would have worked. If I was that a douche guy, I would have been like, "Oh my god, what just happened? What just happened?"
I don't know. I feel like that might be. It could go one of two ways. It could go either like, "Wow, this guy, I don't want to mess with him," or like, "That's cringe."
Right. But either way, maybe then he stops. He's like, he cringes so hard that he thinks you're a weeb or something. So he starts cringing. Or he's scared because he thinks you're Yakuza or something, and then he just walks away.
Yeah.
So I think
maybe I just need to get over my fear of cringe, and then I can fully become an enlightened being, I guess.
It's hard. It's really hard. I mean, there's my cringe. I feel like at my age, cringe would go away, but it's still there. It's a lifelong process to reach this cringe immunity that I've always desired.
Honestly, though, I think it's sort of like this. It's just innate in everybody. Like, I wouldn't trust somebody that didn't have, an aversion to cringe.
Yeah. It is nice people who are like, there's always like, you're out somewhere and there's some cringe situation happens and everybody like freezes up. There are those rare people who are just like, yeah, I'm going to embrace this situation. And that's kind of nice, right? Like the usually it's somebody who's like purely an extrovert and they're just like, nothing makes me cringe. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I would say there's got to be some things that make those people cringe. Maybe they're more comfortable, being themselves, but everybody's got something that makes them cringe.
Oh boy, that's true. That's definitely true. Well, Corn Pope, I will talk to you later.
Hold on. I got to get an answer. Was I the asshole in this situation?
Oh boy. What did the guy originally say? He says, "That's not for reading." What did he say? What was his exact words?
You should get off here anyways. You're just sitting there reading a book.
Was he an older male, this guy?
No, he was like in his 20s.
Oh, boy, he was
like
20s.
Kind of like the gym bro, kind of small legs, big arms type guy.
That's weird, those guys, too, who seem to just be like, they seem very fragile in a weird way. Like really small legs. Those guys seem like they're about to like crush themselves. I would say that guy, if one guy
reminds
is gonna
me of the 100 Gex song, instead of their arms look like little cigarettes, like your legs look like little cigarettes.
Exactly. And I think in this case, that if one of you is the asshole, it's that guy.
Okay. I feel vindicated. I feel happy about that. I appreciate it.
All right, Corn Pope. Keep reading in the gym. Don't let these barfs tell you what to do, okay?
I'll bring 2 books next time.
Bye. What if that's that guy Sada, his dad is like, "Go tell yourself a story." And then Sada's like, "Make me." And then the dad's like, "Okay. All right." Look who it is. Kyle Hopper. Honestly, you should only be resting 30 to 60 seconds between sets, especially if the gym is crowded and people are waiting. So breaking
Is this your advice to me?
No, this is somebody in the chat is giving advice to this guy. So breaking out a book and pounding a chapter might be rude. Okay, so You know what? I'm sorry to say this, but he might have been the asshole in this situation. But it's how you say. It's how you say
Sounds
it.
a bit like he sounds a bit upset about someone resting a little bit at the gym.
Make me is the you got to admit though, Kyle Hopper, welcome to the program. Make me is a really funny thing to say, right?
Make me is definitely a very funny and a very like 90s thing to say.
Yes, exactly. Hey man, shut up. Why don't you
shut up, make me.
Why don't you make me?
Right.
It's
it's like I know you are, but what am I? Sort of.
Exactly. It's a karate
thing.
It's a Karate Kid, Cobra Kai type thing.
It is very much so. Yeah, very much so.
Kyle,
man,
local guy to where I live.
I am.
How are you and what's going on?
I'm doing well. It's funny. I like as soon as I logged into the Discord just to get to hear two different people have already mentioned Pickles and Ritz. I'm just the Pickles and Ritz guy in this community.
That's what you're known as. I mean, you're like right. You're pigeonholed into this thing now forever.
I know. I tried to weasel out of it. I feel like I've given many other good suggestions. Prefab Sprout, The Handmaiden. I made first Toiletist Film, but it all boils down to Pickles and Ritz.
Out of 533 responses, 74.3% of the people went for Kyle Hopper's pickle slice on. And I tried it, and like when you first said that, I was like, we need to get help.
Weird. Something's wrong with him. I need to go check on him. I know he's local. Let me see if I can send somebody out there.
I did call 911 on
right.
you, but then I went and tried it at 7-Eleven. They have those little pickle pouches, those little IV bags of pickles.
God, and you did the lowest, and you went for the lowest tier.
I went low rung. I went low rent, low rung, but it still worked, Kyle.
Right. It's undeniable. And it's just simple and perfect. But
now
so
it's like
that...
it's like a shut up and play the hits kind of thing with you. People in the chat are like, Kyle,
exactly.
Oh, that's all we want to hear about, Kyle. Talk about the Ritz.
Pickles and Ritz is my creep.
Yeah. Exactly. Just do it. Just talk about it. You're like talking about some Criterion movie or something. They're like, shut up, Kyle. Don't talk about the Ritz.
Speaking of Criterion movies, my answer to the song Hook,
yes,
is because I just watched Holy Motors last night.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go with Kylie Minogue's "Can't Get You Out of My Head."
Good one.
It's
good.
It's irresistible.
That's in Holy Motors.
Yeah, it's in Holy Motors. It's like it's a funny scene. He's have you seen it?
Yeah, but I saw it when it came out like a million years ago.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it was a long time ago. He's like picking up his daughter, or I don't know if he is actually picking up, but one of his characters is picking up their daughter from some party, and he pulls up. It's a really cool scene because he pulls up to this apartment complex and like all the lights are out in all of the apartment complexes except one, and like from that one there's loud Kylie Minogue playing and like balloons constantly flowing out of it, and just like a very vibrant party happening at that one apartment.
Sounds pretty fun, actually. Sounds like a pretty fun party.
Yeah, it did look like a really fun party.
All right, so we got one for the irresistible hook is Kylie Minogue's "Can't Get You Out of My Head," as heard in the film Holy Motors.
Correct. Yes.
Did you like that movie?
I did. Yeah. It kind of like I really loved it when I started it. Like it. The first few scenes were great, and then it kind of taped like it lost my interest a little bit towards the end. Like it. I don't know. I didn't love it the whole way through. Yeah. Started
wearing a little bit thin with that guy in the green jacket or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. But it was, I mean, yeah, the first, I don't know. Yeah, it's all right. Did you like it?
I remember. You know what? Honestly, I remember being a little bit disappointed by it, to be honest, because there was a lot of hype for it, and I remember I was like, "All right, that's fine, that's fine."
That's a little bit where I was at. So this is the first time I've seen it, but even so, there's still a lot of hype. Like I was like, God, I'll finally watch this because there's still tons of hype on it. Like if you are just looking through different list of, because that's what I'll do sometimes, just look through like list of different types of movies. Like I'll just Google best such and such films, and it's always on some list. So I finally gave it a shot. And, I enjoyed most of it, but I mean, it's nothing like it didn't blow my mind.
Are you the one who suggested that movie, The Invitation, to me?
No, I've seen it though.
What do you think of
where they have the little dinner party? Is that right?
Yes, sir. That's correct.
Yeah, I watched it like, I don't know if it had just come out or if it had just come onto Netflix, or I don't know was it theaters before Netflix or was it a Netflix original?
But then it got too close.
I don't know, but I watched it a couple years ago. I remember enjoying it.
Okay, I'll tell you my experience. Like, honestly, for a movie that just takes place in a house with a handful of characters, I liked it. It was good. And definitely it was like, I would suggest anybody watch it and go in there, tell me what you think. It came out in 2015, so it's been around a while. But in the beginning, I was like, I would rather kill myself than keep watching this movie. But then I was like, okay, you know what? This is kind of growing on me because it's like, they're playing a little bit of a trick, and it's definitely got that like Midsummer vibe to it, where it's just
and then you want to find, like, if nothing else, you want to just find out what the fuck's going on.
Exactly. That's a really good way to describe it, and it's sort of like
like once you hooked, like if you had turned it off first couple of minutes, you'd have got away with it, but then at a certain point, you're just like, all right, well let's see what's what.
There's something else about it that is the same in Midsummer and a lot of these movies, where if we were going to go Zizek on this, we would say something along the lines of like, there's an impending doom happening. Like, you can tell very clearly that something bad is going on, but there's this sort of inability to get out of the situation. Like, that seems to be a repeating theme.
I mean, it's something we get. I mean, that's life, that's life in America today for sure.
Exactly. I feel like especially somebody like if you that's how it would be interpreted if Zizek was watching those movies, or somebody would be like, that would be the interpretation.
God, I would love to hear a Zizekian analysis of Midsommar.
Oh yeah, how is he not? How is he not laid his eyes?
You're right.
On
he
that
needs
one?
to get on that.
But
I commented in the chat when y'all were talking about. I turned it on when y'all were talking about the Joker. I don't know what y'all were saying about the Joker, but that reminds me that I just saw.
Too cool to pay attention to the show. Too cool. You're doing too cool things to pay attention to the show.
Right. I was eating snacks.
Go ahead.
Snacks. So Ari Aster is working on a movie with Joaquin Phoenix now.
That could be interesting.
Yeah, it's about like a finance guy that's like a really successful, or like maybe salesman, like a really successful finance guy in some way. And it's like a portrait of him over like a 30 or 40 year span. So it should be interesting.
All right, I'll give that one a chance. All right.
Yeah. Wait, so you'll give it a chance? Are you not a big Ari Aster guy?
No, I like Ari Aster.
What did you think of? Go ahead.
You sound like you love Ari Aster.
I do. Hereditary was like one of my favorite movies of the past decade for sure. Yeah.
Well, you're not gonna like this. I started watching Hereditary, but then like something happened, I had to go. So I've been meaning to. You're telling me I gotta watch Hereditary?
I think so. I mean, maybe it. I don't know. Maybe it. Sometimes films will just kind of catch you at the right time in your life or whatever else is going on and stuff. And so maybe there was a little bit of that. with me. I don't know, but yeah, it's. I thought it was absolutely fantastic. I cried in the theater.
Yeah. Well, how about this? You want me to watch Hereditary? Why don't you make me?
Right.
Actually, look. All right. I'm gonna admit this show is a safe space. I'm gonna go ahead and admit I was too scared. I started watching it. I got too scared. Okay.
Were you watching it alone?
I was watching it alone, and I'm a human being, and we get scared sometimes. Okay.
That's true. We do sometimes get scared.
Everyone's
yeah.
scared.
All right. Well,
Kyle. All right. Well, yeah, that's it. I just
all right.
wanted to throw that in your pipe and
You got any quick local issues? What's going on? Any problems locally?
I had some. This is a safe space. I had a friend die.
Oh my God! I'm sorry.
Ago.
I'm sorry.
Thanks.
Kyle.
And so the past couple weeks, I just haven't been. That's also why I haven't hopped on here in a couple weeks. I just haven't been in a.
I was wondering. I was like, oh, Kyle outgrew the show. Great, but no, it's the worst thing that could have happened, and I'm very sorry to hear that. That sucks.
Thanks. Appreciate it. But yeah, don't feel obligated to keep me on any longer because of that. Flush me.
Love you, Kyle. I'll talk to you soon.
Love you.
Bye. Now that's what we call a quality good guy right there. Everybody loves Kyle. And I'm no exception, guys, on that one. To quote the great Adam Carolla, everyone's scared. Midsummer, did I like it? Yes, I did. So I'll give him the Ari Aster thing. But that's definitely what I was feeling when I was watching Midsummer. I was just like, get out of there. Get out of there. What are you doing? No warning shots? Are you there?
Yes, sir.
Hey, what up?
What's happening?
What up? What's your full name? No warning shots for you,
Levas.
Levas.
Yeah, no warning shots for you, Levas. It's
right.
It's a Spanish. It's like a Chicano word, you know.
Oh, what does it mean?
It's like like a little bitch-made punk, like somebody who turned their back on the set, you know.
Oof. So
no good.
That's what that guy should have said when that guy stepped to him in the gym. Get away from me, Levas.
He should have said, like, if you don't give me 6, I'm about to throw putazos in this, and then just start boxing him.
No, then he goes from that to speaking Japanese. And the dude's just like, I don't even know what's happening. I don't even know what's going on anymore.
Brilliant.
That's the way to get out of a fight, right? Just confuse your opponent, speak a different language.
You just jump between languages. Yeah, if you do a couple that like aren't even geographically close, then you just diffuse the situation immediately.
Danish could be kind of scary. Because it's kind of guttural. Start speaking Danish and then go into sort of then Japanese, and then just start speaking Spanish.
Yeah.
This is what I'm going to do. That's how I'm going to get out of fights. If I ever get in a fight, I'll just start screaming different languages, poorly spoken different languages.
Yeah, I need to pick up more languages.
You think that guy was wrong for reading in the gym?
Yeah, kind of. I mean, it's like if you're in the gym, like, I don't bring my weights to the library. You know what I mean?
Oh, there it is.
There's a time and a place, and he's doing it wrong. If he was reading like off on like off of equipment, that would be one thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, yeah, if he's talking a bench and reading a little book, it's like God bless you, but people trying to work out.
Exactly. If that guy said to him, "Hey, I don't bring my weights to the library," then I'd be on that guy's side because that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Absolutely.
Well, listen. No warning shots. You sound
What's
like
up?
you've got a plan. You sound like somebody on a mission. So what do you have to say for us tonight on the program to the thousands of people listening?
Oh, you're making me nervous.
Hundreds of thousands of people.
Okay.
Divided by 10.
Right.
But divided by 100, actually. Go ahead. Sorry.
What am I answering?
Oh, just what? Do you have something to say, or do you have something for the topic?
The topic.
Sorry, I just
it's
put
like
you on
the song hooks.
Yeah. Or whatever you want to talk about.
Do you know like the song the Informer by the Canadian gentleman Snow?
Okay, I'll sing some of it and then you sing some of it. Okay, ready? I'll start.
All right.
Informer,
Licky boom boom down.
Classic.
Right, that one.
Classic.
A great hook.
Great hook.
You
That
can't
is-
really.
That is a
It's
great
not
hook.
easy, but it's just like you hear it and it sticks in your head and you wish you could say it, but
Yes,
it's
yes.
impossible. So it's actually like a secret hook.
It really is. That and you're right. Like the way that I set this up was like what's a hook that maybe you don't like that much but you can't resist it, and that's a very good one.
Oh yeah, the song's not great.
It's not great. It's not great, but it is. You got to hand it to him. Like he kind of like did something different, and that song was huge. People were
Oh,
like
yeah.
all about that thing.
No, yeah, I heard it in like the grocery store. That's why I was thinking about it, and then I was like trying to think of the words, and I was like, "Informa, you know, but I couldn't. I don't know."
What does a licky boom boom mean? What does that mean?
Well, see, I talked to some of my island boys who actually know real patois, not Toronto patois, and I would ask them about like, you know, what is this and that, and for Snow, I mean, it's really just kind of vague. Like the song's about like, you know, he's under investigation for like a
Right.
stabbing, but it's really written in like baby babble, not really patois.
So
It's
he's
kind
just
of-
he's just totally making a mockery of these people's culture.
Maybe. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's like an old school thing. Maybe it's like a Toronto thing. Like maybe there's something I'm missing. But from like the Jamaicans, it's nonsense.
So you remember Daddy Yankee did like a cover of that song,
Really?
a couple years ago. Let's see, hold
A
on.
Boricua little cover of it.
Exactly. Speaking from his home in Toronto, Snow is still baffled that his reggae hip hop merger Informer topped charts and moved millions of copies. That's a jail song, he says, still sounding surprised.
See, that's how you know it's dog shit. Because even the guy that made the song is like, wait, it did what on the Hot 100s? Excuse me?
But a few of those usages topped the incorporation of the song into Daddy Yankee's Monster 2019 hit Con Calma. That's right, he kind of changed.
Oh.
He changed the lyric there. He did a remake.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it probably makes more sense in Spanish.
I don't know if you remember, like when that song came out, it was like huge. Well, look, no warning shots. People, for some reason, I don't know what's going on, but they're giving Fs. They're putting Fs in the chat, so I gotta flush you.
Well, it was a pleasure. Cheers. Have a good one. Peace and love. Even to the people who are giving Fs.
Oh, see that they don't deserve you, to be honest. After hearing that, love you,
Man,
buddy.
we'll give them a big smooch.
Bye bye. Nice guy, but you guys are giving him Fs. I feel like if I do that, you guys are just gonna give everybody Fs just to abuse your power. Really sick. You guys are sick. Informer.
Hey, even the guy that made the song is. Hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you, Optimus. You sound like you're talking through like a CB radio or something.
All fucked up.
Does it sound better now?
Fucked up.
We're having real problems today.
Can I go on?
Fucked up.
It's okay. It's okay. It sounds okay. What's going on with you?
But then it got too close.
I'm just
and it
chilling.
all
I'm sitting
fucked up.
outside. Just smoked a nice joint, and I've got some songs for you.
Oh, very good. Let's hear them.
Some hooks.
Irresistible hooks. What did you think of that? You know what? I was not expecting that, and that guy really nailed it with the Informer thing. Because that is
Yeah,
like,
that one's really good.
that one's irresistible.
That's true.
All right,
I got another one I think might be pretty good.
Hit us with it.
The Daft Punk song "Get Lucky."
Oh boy. Oof.
That one.
Oof.
You just hear it.
Oof.
And it's in your head for days.
Can you sing a little bit for us, please?
No, my throat and my voice is rugged right now.
When I'm to get lucky, and then I'm gonna
Yeah.
get lucky. Yeah. Oh
yeah,
boy.
that's really
that was one song that like summer or whatever where that came out where it like instantly wore itself out.
Oh
Like,
yeah, we all listened to it like a million times.
Oh boy. You got any other ones?
Yeah, September by Earth, Wind and Fire.
September by Earth, Wind and Fire. That's a good one. Okay.
Yeah, I like that song.
Okay.
The beginning of Beethoven's Fifth Symphony.
Okay, now you're getting fancy. Now we're getting fancy. Is that the one that's like that?
It sure is. Yeah.
Okay. So that
probably one of the most.
So are you telling me you've walked around and in your head you're going
Yeah, I got a degree in music, so yeah, I've literally done that before.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay.
Yeah, so I was in music school. We did that a lot. People would just walk around singing opera in the hallways.
They're actually saying now that they weren't giving that guy an F. They were saying that the stream was messed up. Well, can we get can we get a different code for the stream is having a problem? F, are there still? Oh boy, are there still technical is the stream still messed up? Optimus,
Yeah, it looks like your face looks frozen. Your face changed.
Oh,
It's just very laggy.
Oh Jesus! Oh Jesus!
It's been a night full of issues for us all.
Oh boy! Somebody says Irresistible Hook, Electric Avenue. That's a really good one. We're gonna walk down to Electric Avenue, and then we take it higher.
That was good.
That's a classic. And that's another one where you're like, this is not. Somebody puts Rock the Casbah. I think is a genuinely good song though, right?
Yeah. What about like Don't Stop Believing? Yeah, that's good.
Oh yeah.
Especially for the Caucasian people, we love that song.
You talking about that song at the end of Sopranos?
I've never seen The Sopranos, so I can't say.
Oh boy. Well, you're getting flushed. Optimus, I'll talk to you later.
I deserve it. Alrighty, bye-bye.
Love you, bye. Really good guy. Okay, so the stream is not working, correct? True or false? You know what? This is another problem with me is that I have a little note on my to-do. Learn how to check the stream. And I'm just never going to do it. Just never going to do it. Le Fleur by Minnie Riperton. Okay, that might need to go on. Hangin' Tough by New Kids. That one could go in there. Big Pimpin'. Culture Club. Maybe like Give Me Time. That one might go on there. J-Bone.
Hey, what up?
And it all fucked up.
Hey, what's up, J-Bone? How are you?
Just got out of my brand new customized shower.
Ooh.
Feeling good.
Do you really have a custom shower?
Yeah, it's got lamitized pinups of Charlie Kirk, Adam Carolla, and Mike Rowe from Dirty Jobs wearing a hard hat.
Ooh. How do you get
going?
How do you get any cleaning done in there? I would just stare at them the whole time.
Just got to work hard.
You just got to kind of embrace it. You just got to work through it. That sounds good. Well,
y'all were talking about like citations needed earlier.
Yes.
They did a good takedown on old Mike Rowe.
That's right. No. They did a really. If anybody wants to hear a really smart, well-researched thing about Mike Rowe, go back to that episode.
A theater major.
What's that?
He was a theater major. Not that there's anything wrong with being a theater major. I loved him. I partied with him a bunch in undergrad, the theater kids.
Mm-hmm.
But he's like a theater major. He did opera.
Mm-hmm.
Then he went to like try and do acting in Hollywood. So he never worked like a labor job in his entire life.
He really did. And okay, look, and let's keep it real for Mike. That's not the biggest. If he were just like a theater guy, if he were just a opera guy, and even if he was still like doing this show where he interviews actual working people, totally fine. The problem is where he gets into this like Koch brothers stuff and this Chamber of Commerce, anti-union, anti-workplace safety. It's sick.
Yeah.
It's sick. It's sick stuff. That's the problem. I mean, it's the same thing with Adam Carolla. It's like you could pretend to be like this working class Joe as much as you want. I don't care. It's when you start like actively crapping on these people that
the people that are actually working out there 40, 50 hours a week don't have, don't have time to get this shit.
Exactly. He's like actively trying to screw those people over. Unbelievable, but very good suggestion. And again, like it's one of the shows that I like try to, I talk about all the time. It's very, very good, very well done podcast.
I still have a shirtless pinup of him in my shower though, with a hard hat.
You got to keep it up.
He's my oracle.
Regardless of what he does, or all the wrongdoing that he does. Okay,
holding a lobster.
We're getting some really diverse. Red Hot Car by Square Pusher. Yeah, that gets stuck in your head. The Longest Time, Billy Joel. Oh my God.
I hate Billy Joel. There's only one good song by Billy Joel. I'm sorry.
Which one?
It's the only song with a bass. What's the story of
Well, I was gonna do I'm Still Standing, and I'm Still Standing gets stuck in my head like all the time.
Oh, you want to know about a bad song that gets stuck in my head?
What is it?
We didn't start the fire.
Yeah. We're always burning and the world keeps turning. Yes. That's a classic bad song. That's a classic bad song.
It's so horrible. I loved it when I was 8 years old. But
that's the one where he just names all that crap. Like
JFK, blown away.
Yeah. He just, and I can't remember where I heard this, but it like somebody was talking about how he just like bought a bunch of magazines, like old magazines, and he was like looking through and he just picked out all this like a nostalgic crap. Unbelievable. Well, anyway, J-Bone, I'm going to flush you, but I'll talk to you later, okay?
Go flush!
New Order, Confusion, that's a good one. Party. Oh, multiple people are saying Party in the USA. What about I Came In Like a Wrecking Ball? That one, oh boy. Gavin McGinnis was in an Aqua Teen. What did I just turn British there for a second? An Aqua Teen Unga Force knockoff called Soul Quest Overdrive. That is Gavin McGinnis is one of those guys who like you cross the street to avoid, like oh boy, here comes a guy who's going to make the party not fun. You'd think after Mike worked all those jobs, he'd have more self-reflection. Oh boy. I want to hear what other songs people got here. Somebody said, like every Talking Heads song, yes. 50 Cent in the Club. Lag alert again? Cute Boy, are you there, Cute Boy?
I am. Nice to hear from you.
Hi, Cute Boy. Is the stream working?
Yeah, last I checked 2 seconds ago. Killing it. It was like choppy for a second there, but it's fine.
I'm starting to lose faith in the chat. I think that they just do that to like create a little controversy. They're like, ooh, the thing, it's broken. It's not working. F. How do I know they're not lying,
Well, they're just trying to spice it up.
But then it got too close. And it all...
Just trying to make it a little more exciting with their criticisms,
Oh, boy. Well, Cute Boy, what do you got for us tonight?
So, I wanted some advice, and I'm glad that advice was one of the topics. So I'll give a good piece of advice that I heard once from a movie, of course. Then I want to ask for some advice with my one problem.
Very good, very good. Is your advice from a movie? Is it from like something that Robin Williams said in Good Will Hunting?
No, it's from Slacker.
Okay. Oh. Wait. Let me see if I can guess what it is. From Slacker. Is it that girl who has Madonna's pap smear? Is that your?
Yeah, it's by celebrity pap smears.
Oh, okay. What is it? Let's hear it.
It's from there's that scene where they're looking through the deck of oblique strategies, that like Brian Eno, David Byrne deck of cards thing.
I've always wanted to buy. You know what? I'm glad. I'm gonna write that down. Maybe we'll have an episode where we just read oblique strategies. Okay, go ahead.
They're great. I think there's an app version now, which is kind of wild. But it was build a brick, not a wall.
Build a brick, not a wall.
So focus on like the next task you need to do, rather than being overwhelmed with the like enormity of the entirety of the task.
Oh, cute boy, you are really like after my own heart tonight. Slacker, first of all, and then something that is actually really good advice. Very good. If these absolute lunatics and turds in the chat weren't just faking me out that the thing's not working, I would say that they deserve to hear something like this, you know?
Yeah, well, that's a private one now. It's my answer off the air.
Is that your favorite Linklater movie?
I mean, yeah, probably. Every time I watch it, I get something new out of it, you know?
You know what I liked about it? Like that it was one of the first times, this might sound really stupid, but it was one of the first times where I thought like, oh, like those people are fashionable by being like not fashionable. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it was kind of my first.
I'm not giving a shit.
Yeah. Or it was my first exposure to maybe like what were they calling it like a couple of years ago? Like momcore or something?
Mumblecore?
No, like when you dress like a mom.
Oh yeah. Probably momcore.
Momcore. That's like the first I was like, oh, that they actually like they're wearing like mom jeans, but it's like actually cool, you know. Did you like Waking Life?
I haven't watched it in a number of years.
Oh boy.
As a teenager, it like really blew my mind.
Oh yeah.
And I watched it like maybe 2 or 3 more times, and I've really loved it every time. But I feel like I'm almost 30. Maybe I need to reappraise some of the movies I thought were super deep, you know?
I like the first couple years that I lived in Austin, I freeloaded off of a friend of mine who worked for Austin Film Society to go to Richard Linklater's 4th of July party. And a couple cool things. First of all, his house is in the middle of nowhere, and it has a makeout room. Like it has this weird like hole in the wall. I mean, it's obviously like a joke, but it's like this hole in the wall with like fluorescent lights inside, and it's and it says makeout room over the top. The second thing, he has like this giant like wall to wall like original movie poster of this movie called Pickpocket, which is like a really beautiful.
I love that movie.
Oh yeah,
French one, right?
Yeah, the French movie. Beautiful, great old movie, but it's like this amazing like we're talking like a full wall poster, and I was just like, is there a way that I can get this out of here, because I gotta have it.
I think Pickpocket was the first movie I watched because it was Criterion, where I was like, I trust these guys implicitly. And I watched it, and they were right. It's a great movie.
People are saying normcore and cottagecore. Yes.
Yeah, it's normcore. Yeah, definitely.
Have you seen Bob the Gambler?
No, I haven't.
If you like Pickpocket, I feel like you'll like Bob the Gambler.
That sounds like my kind of movie. Sounds sweaty and sad.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good. It was supposedly one of the. It was like it's just like a very influential old French movie about this guy. And the main actor, like I've never seen him in anything else, but he's probably one of the like most captivating actors of all time.
Yeah, it's directed by the Le Samurai guy.
See,
I'm down for that.
See,
it sounds fun.
And then they remade it with Nick Nolte. But anyway, cute boy. Do you have anything else to say, or can I say bye bye to you?
So I wanted some advice.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Yeah, how do you self-promote without being weird about it?
Well,
like I'm a comedian. I do a podcast. How do you get it out there without being like, this is my thing, and everybody like pantses you publicly?
You just gotta do it. What's your thing? What's your podcast called?
See, I feel weird about even saying it now.
Don't do, you have to be This is the thing. Okay, this is the thing I have as somebody who's like, I have a what I guess you would call like a leftist point of view. There's this like problem I feel with like a lot of like leftist people that I follow, where they're like, there needs to be like a revolution, and until there's a revolution, it's just everything's horrible. But no, you gotta like realize that we're operating in like a kind of a system where as of now you have to like self-promote and be shameless and all this stuff. So I say fully embrace it and be shameless. What is the name of your podcast, please?
Podcast Very Important. You can find it on Spotify, on anything,
Very important. Okay, cool. People are they lying? RM, the stream is working. It's just very delayed. Ugh. Jesus. All right. Cute boy, I'll talk to you later.
Yeah, thanks so much.
Bye. I'm just going to do a podcast from now on. I enjoyed Croupier. Yeah, Croupier is great. One of the great Clive Owen performances. Did you just ask RM how to not be weird? Very good. Very good. Chewed Up?
Boy.
Hey, Chewed Up, are you there?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you sound good. I can hear you pretty clearly. What's going on?
I'm watching the Arm Brown Experience podcast show.
Oh, nice. How's it? How are you liking it? It's good?
Yeah. Have you seen it?
I've heard about it.
The main dude, I got confused with Ethan Klein at first. It's me, Davey.
I had a feeling this was Dave. This is David Pacman.
Yeah.
David.
It's me.
I gotta admit, David, like I've seen you on YouTube a bunch. You act very differently when you come on the show because you're very like proper, and you seem almost like kind of like a snob when you do your YouTube. But then you come on here and you're talking about like boner pills, and you're always like your voice always sounds messed up. What's going on with that?
Okay, so as you might remember, a couple weeks ago, I had myself a revelation. I took a few too many blue pills and kind of warped my body into a giant hulking mass with many incoherent thoughts. And so one day, my buddy Schwanigan found me wandering the streets, mumbling to myself about dick pills. And he took me in. And, oh wait, what's that? Pizza, pizza's here.
Pizza time.
Okay, give me a second. I'm gonna go get Schwani.
Oh yeah, so, Schwani, it's me, Schwani. Davey's going to eat pizza. I picked him up of the streets a couple weeks ago.
Oh.
He's a good guy with a good heart.
Yeah.
Not such a snobby when he's off the chill.
So
off the chew.
It's weird that he's able to like pump out a YouTube show like every day and like do all these clips, and I guess he just doesn't sleep, right? Like I guess once they stop doing the show, I guess he pays people to edit it, and then he just kind of
He's kind of a tragic character.
He really is.
Like he doesn't communicate with his family anymore.
Oh.
Maybe like he'll send a text after filming. It's really quite sad.
Oh jeez. Yeah, that's what it look. You can kind of tell because he's really trying to keep this stuff secret. You can tell when you watch his show, David Paxton's YouTube shit, that you can kind of see in his eyes something's wrong. But he's really trying to keep this secret life secret.
He wails once a week. He cries himself to bed.
Oof.
Brownie, I gotta tell you, you're his vice. You're his new vice. He gave up the chew.
Oh.
You know, he watched God's Not Dead. He's not too proud of that.
Oh,
jeez. It's almost like he got kind of his soul got abducted.
Oh boy. It's you know what I think is going on is I think he's almost like an American Psycho type of character where it's just like he's already cracking up, right? Like the problems are starting to reveal themselves in every part of his life. He's truly the tragic figure of our time.
You're on the money, Brownie.
Oh boy. Well, do you have anything else to tell you? Because people are saying that the stream has just stopped working at this point.
Okay, yeah, they're pranking. They are pranking you.
Pieces of shit, man.
You sound like a political streamer talking about your political views.
So you're just a guy on YouTube giving us your political views.
Political views.
You gotta admit, that's like, does that make you love Bob Odenkirk more? Doesn't it seem like he just wanted? It makes him. Doesn't it look like he just wanted to give Bill Maher a hard time?
It does. I watched both of the clips because at first I didn't know he was actually talking to the real Bill Maher, so I watched both episodes. Bill Maher is still just like an annoying prick as he is now.
Yes, yeah. And he tried to like go back at Bob Odenkirk. He's like, you're a beer salesman or whatever. But it's like, Bob Odenkirk is just like everyone's like it's probably the funniest thing I've ever heard on a TV show. And like Bill Maher just needs to, you know what though? Bill Maher does kind of, you watch the rest of the clip, he kind of rolls with it a little bit, but yeah. he's asking for it, that guy.
I wanted to recommend a movie to you.
Yes,
it's more
please.
of a Thanksgiving movie. It's called Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. It's my favorite movie of all time.
With Jonathan Candy?
With Jonathan Candy and Stephen Martin.
Ooh, that's a good one. Yeah, that's a classic.
It's my favorite movie. I'm going to Chicago, and I'm going to the train station where they filmed the final scene.
Oh boy!
This upcoming week, so that'll be fun.
John Candy was truly like just a lovable guy, right?
Very, very warm cheeks. If that sounds, I mean that sounds weird, but I think that's on point. Like his mannerisms were very welcoming.
Will you keep an eye on Paxton for us?
I will. He's having a
pizza time.
Oh boy. Oh
yeah. He'll be okay. I got my eyes on him.
Are you still doing a podcast? Am I ever gonna get on that podcast?
I'm gonna film something this weekend and see if I can throw something together. You guys will be able to find me at the Davy Praxton cooking show experience.
All right. I love you. I'll talk to you soon. Come back next stream, please.
All right. We'll see you later, Brownie. Love you.
Love you. Bye-bye. Really good guy. Okay, guys. You know what? We'll do one more. We'll do two more. These are the last two callers. Shenanigans. We got Shenanigans and Head for Hydra. And guys, I gotta say, apparently the stream is not working, right?
I believe it's working. It's been working for me.
Oh, so these people in the chat are liars.
That's what it sounds like.
Here we go.
Yeah, it appears to be a little bit slow, but sometimes it's a little slower on the computer than it is on the phone. So that could be what they're talking about.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Well,
I don't think that's anything you're doing.
Shenanigans, are you in some kind of weird new microphone or something? Because it's like
no, is it bad?
It's a heavy background noise.
Okay, is it done now?
Yeah, that's better now.
Yeah. Okay, I've upset the balance somehow. I won't do it again.
There
was someone who said something last. I'm on the edge of my seat, and I was on the edge. Can't believe I forgot to acknowledge this person. There was a professor, a South African professor who teaches graphic design.
Yes.
You remember that?
Yes, and he was talking about how he lets his class do whatever they want.
Yes, and making
Yes.
bad art is not an inconsequential exercise or whatever, or just letting yourself make art that, like, because what is bad? It's
But
totally
then it got too
subjective, and a lot
close,
of it is
and
based
it all
on
fucked up.
values that don't necessarily represent our values as leftists.
True.
Yeah. Make bad art. Make art out of trash. Make art as cheaply as you can, and make a lot of it. It'll be awesome.
Yeah, that's that's Neil Gaiman's thing, right? Where he's like, can you do that? He has some speech where
That's
he's like,
Dadaism too.
yeah,
That's
yeah, yeah.
Dadaism. Then in the 60s, there's like a reignition of this anti-art idea,
Yeah.
and that happens in the 60s. That's Fluxus. You got a lot of really weird artists in that period. My favorite is probably Alison Knowles, because she's just completely fearless. She's still alive too.
Head for Hydra, are you there?
Yeah, sure am.
Yeah, I'm just monopolizing conversation.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Head for Hydra. I wanted to ask you really quickly. Do you have something for the topic?
Irresistible song hooks. I've got 2.
Yes, please.
One I think is definitely more correct. "You Make My Dreams" by Hall & Oates, and
Ooh,
"Everybody
good one.
Wants to Rule the World" by Tears for Fears.
Oh, I can't believe we didn't have any Tears for Fears. I was gonna say also along the same lines as Tears for Fears would be "It's My Life," the Talk Talk song that Gwen
I thought you were
Stefani.
gonna say the Bon Jovi song, and I was gonna cry.
No, we're leaving Bon Jovi off the list, but I'm sure there's gonna be some irresistible Bon Jovi hook. But very good, Hydra. All right, I got it. Okay, now people are saying the stream is half the people are saying the stream sucks, and the other half are saying that it's fine.
Is that a Freudian slip there? Having some confidence issues?
Sucks.
So I'm
Shenanigans.
gonna make that film, and I have 2 of the paper dolls already, like, pretty much ready to go. This is the Jordan Peterson, the good one, and Jordan Peterson will also have a shadow that he will be forced to contend with. He's gonna make some comments to Punkarina about how she's the chaotic feminine,
Beautiful.
and also the chaos dragon. Literally, it fits so well. So they're gonna. And who did you say needed to be there absolutely to help out as a friendly character?
Yeah, who was
I don't know. I'll watch this back.
So you're putting together this story that like my
I even have a lobster background.
my
for one of
demented mind came up with that Jordan Peterson is trapped in a myth, and somebody was gonna become a sidekick to like help me get him out, and I cannot remember.
Yeah, and it's okay. You'll get your sidekick. Maybe PN could put up a voting page on who your sidekick should be. I wonder if Pac-Man is aware of the jokes in the memes.
Oh, Pac-Man's did you hear that? Pac-Man sounds like he's in trouble.
The blue chew.
Isn't it weird that this guy David Pac-Man does this show? And again, like I'm assuming that it really is him because I think it's him, but there's no way to confirm this. But he does this YouTube show where he's kind of very like buttoned up. He's kind of very, he's really a proper kind of guy who like gives news and he doesn't want to get anything wrong. And then he calls in this show and he's just like a total blue chew drug addict, first of all. And second of all, he's always like losing his mind and his voice is all weird and modulated and stuff.
Take your skooma someplace else.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Well, guys, we got to wrap it up. So I will say goodbye, and we love Shenanigans.
Can I do one more thing?
Yeah, go quick.
Okay, thank you. I'll go so fast.
Do a kickflip.
So I think that you are attracting the attention of these like cooler, like not cooler than you, but bigger than you.
Yeah.
Figure.
More
cooler.
The more following you have, the cooler you are. Correct.
Obviously, yes.
Yeah.
So, but I think that the reason why you're attracting those kinds of gems is twofold. One, you're doing something really cool here, and they can see that.
Oh,
and
yeah.
the value of that is not dependent upon having 1 million people in your audience.
Right.
So there's that. Also, you're not weird about it. You don't put a weird emphasis on that kind of thing.
It all fucked
I
up.
think that you should take I think that you should go forward with that. Like if you are our Hugo Ball, that might be our Sophie Teuber or our Hans Arp, you know?
Okay. All right. All right.
You can Google the names I say after I say them later.
All right. I'm gonna look more into this, and we are going to figure out both how to get like more people to watch the program and how to actually get this art movement going. All right.
We can canvas. We'll talk about that next time, though.
All right, Shenanigans, come back next time. Head for Hydra? Are you still?
What's up, buddy?
You have a really good video set up too, I have to say.
Hey, thanks.
Do you have
I stream on Twitch.
What's your
being bad at video games.
Wait, what's your Twitch name?
It's Head for Hydra. It's the same as on here.
What games are you playing?
Yeah, please do.
Before we go, what games should I be playing right now?
I've been playing one of the same games for like several years. It's The Binding of Isaac. It's like a roguelike, but it generates a new world every time you play, kind of thing.
Yeah,
and Call of Duty Warzone, because high tastes.
Hell yeah! All right,
high level.
Head for Hydra. I'm gonna look at your stream.
Hey, I appreciate that.
Bye bye.
Close, and it all fucked up.
What happened to the stream tonight?
But then it got too close, and it all fucked up.
Hey man, what's with all this politics? I just want to fish and grill, man. What the hell is with this RM Brown guy and his politics? I just want to denigrate the wife in bed later, if you know what I mean. Okay, that's from Grossi Fono. And finally, Shenanigans. Oh, I gotta give another shout out to Shenanigans. $5 chat, super chat. The catchiest songs is Cardigan's Love Fool. That I would agree with. We'll put that on the list.